Yo, 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 yo. What it is, what it is. It's your boy PBK9s. Let's get into this dog news.
Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burning G. All by his bread. Bitch, I'm all about my bread. All by my bread. Bitch, I'm all about my bread. All by my bread. Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burning G. All by his bread. Now bitch, I'm all about my bread. All by my bread. Now bitch, I'm all about my bread. All by my bread. Now bitch, I'm first thing ballin', trying to get my bread long. You know the game gone and my mind been blown. Been some decisions that I done made, got me fucked up now. Still gon' thug the life I'm living, still gon' hold this shit down. Every day of my life, yeah, nigga chasing cheese. And I'm saying niggas that be around, they won't see you off your feet. My mama's been doing bad, but I ain't going into that. I done picked that girl up when I caught my first package, I be damn. Me and my people hurting for something for a day. That shit happen, the next man ain't getting nothing. Fade to the root of evil, and that's my damn best friend. I put that on my life, ain't nobody gon' fuck with him. You try to jam it, yeah, that ass getting chopped. Trying to serve, ain't got no business on my bluff, I bet you're getting chopped. Now either way you try to fuck with my pop, won't believe that ass getting chopped. Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burning G. All by his bread. Bitch, I'm all about my bread. All by my bread. Bitch, I'm all about my bread. All by my bread. Now what's this gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burning G. All by his bread. Now bitch, I'm all about my bread. All by my bread. Now bitch, I'm all about my bread. All by my bread. Now bitch, I'm back in the mix. Some flaky niggas better stand down. Came home, got me some yam, I'm the man now. Niggas, some bitches off.
We in here, my brothers and sisters. Tonight we in here, we live. What's going on with y'all? Hope y'all had a great day, man. Great Saturday. It's your boy PBK9 giving it to you the way I always do. Fair and unbiased, raw and uncut. Some gonna like it, some ain't, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We about to get into some dog talk. We gonna talk a little bit about some pedigrees. You know, drop a few links if any of my brothers want to get up here and sing your shots out or talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'm gonna drop the link for my brothers. You know, gotta get down into the chat. What's going on with bro JT? Salute to your big JT in the building. Son of Selassie, what it is, my brother? What's going on? What's going on? Legion Fury 13 in the building. Appreciate your big Legion Fury 13. Appreciate your homie, Big Logic. What's going on with your dog? John Denbury, salute to your fam. Salute to you. Appreciate you rocking with the bait every night. You know what I'm saying? K-Walk, salute to your fam. Howdy. K-Walk say howdy. What's going on, big homie? Show enough, that assassin definitely in the building. Mr. 216 holding it down. Yes, sir, man. Yellow one. I see you, big homie. What's going on with you? Hope you had a great day. Yes, sir, man. Salute all the brothers in the house tonight. Liquid Lucky. Yes, sir. See if I can shoot out all the fellas, man. Oh, I seen somebody name this now. Alberta, what's going on with your big dog? I seen somebody name this now. I had to stroll back. Small world in the house. I probably was seeing things. Sometimes I see stuff. You know how that get. Yes, sir, man. Salute to all the Bulldogs. Tony, what's going on with you, big homie? What's going on with you? Now, I do want to send a big shout out. Well, not a shout out. I want to send a big RIP, you know, to the brother Fat Man Scoop. You know, he passed away today or yesterday one. RIP to the brother Fat Man Scoop. He gave us a lot of great music over them days, you know what I'm saying? From the United States all the way across the UK. That brother was trending #1. You know, everybody know Fat Man Scoop. You know what I'm saying? So big RP to that brother. You know, when music was good, man, that's all I'm gonna say about that. When music was good. We're gonna get into that dog talk tonight, my brothers. It's been a long week. It's been a long week, sure enough. It's been a long week, Mr. 216, man. Legion Fury boy, holding it down, man, holding it down. Still scratching from that corner. You know, still scratching from that corner. Yes, sir, son of Selassie, man. Hey, I truthfully know Fat Man Scoop, one of the pioneers of that thing, man. At least I feel that way. You know what I'm saying? I feel that way. You know, we dance down south. You know, we got that club music, that whether it's crunk, dance music, or whatever, we like to party. And Fat Man Scoop, that right up our alley from day one. You know what I'm saying? He always had you sweaty on the dance floor when Fat Man Scoop, you know, get behind that mic. You know what I'm saying? So RP to that brother, man. All right. Now, we're going to talk about some Bolio and Buck dogs tonight. We're going to check the pedigrees out as well and just check out the offspring of Bolio and see which ones that a lot of my brothers in the chat, you know, think are the best offspring of Bolio. So we're going to check that stuff out in a minute. But I do want to say, man, there's something in this water around here, man. Hey, SOS, it's something in this water around here, bro. I don't know what it is. I'm telling you. But it got these brothers getting naked and they're attacking people. You know what I'm saying? Don't be surprised if you get attacked by a naked man and you don't know why he attacking you for. You know, I'm just gonna give it to you, man. We're gonna start off with a little bit of this news. You know, I gave it to you last time. I told you about the naked man was on the man porch with the brick. You know, now we got a naked man that attack a man with a pipe. So we're gonna get into it. There's nothing really more I can say about it. You know where you got it from. PBK9's giving it to you first. Raw and uncut, fair and unbiased. So let's get into that news, man.
Say that they had to use their tasers on a man who was naked after he used a pipe to attack a person. Police have charged 44-year-old DeCarlo Holmes with aggravated assault with a weapon, resisting arrest, and aggravated second-degree battery. We're told officers found Holmes on Cotton Street last night after he reportedly used a pipe to hit someone. Police say tasers were used to subdue Holmes after he confronted officers. Fortunately, no one was seriously hurt.
Beware the naked man. Beware the naked man. Yes, sir. That's that Sherm. That's the other stuff, man. I told you this, the air of the junkies. I told y'all, brothers and sisters, it's the junkie air. You know? But hey, y'all just watch out for it, man. Hit that like button, and I'm gonna drop the link for any brother that just want to get up here and shoot your shout out to anybody, whether it's me or anybody. It can be anybody you want to give a shout out to, somebody that may not get recognized on the regular and this dog stuff. You want to send your shout out to them, you can just get on the link, send your shout out, and get the hell on. You know, and it's much love, my brothers and sisters. You don't got to get up here and give no whole story. If you want to get up here and talk about your dogs tonight, that link is for that as well. You know, it's for anybody that want to do a little chat. You know what I'm saying? We coming live. We've been giving it to you, my brothers and sisters, all week. All week. And I told you I had to come with it on Saturday. You know, we just tired of being lied to in the dog community. You know, we tired of you profiling me because I look like I got money. So you trying to tell me anything and everything, thinking I'm gonna believe it to get a sale out my pocket. We ain't having it no more. No, sorry. Especially when brothers got them stolen dogs. We ain't having that no more. You know, no, sir. Now, if Thompson want to get up here and talk tonight, I'll get the man that you owe the money to and get up here and we can do some talking. You know, see the thing about it, these brothers, they crack on me with jokes. I crack on them with facts. Everything I'm cracking on them with is facts. And they coming with all this bull, not even funny jokes. So like I say, it is what it is. You know, the brother say he need his money, and if you want to get up here, like I said, and we can come to agreement, but we need that bread, Thompson. You know, but like I said, we got some dog talk. We got more news because we got, hey, showing up, boy, you thought that $50 keep was something? Boy, we got a brother that got that beat. I'm talking about, he running neck to neck with that $50 keep. We got a man who was arrested for animal cruelty, you know, and I want y'all brothers to check this out before we get deep in that dog talk. I'm gonna knock some of this news out. You know, animal cruelty. But y'all look at these dogs, man. This shit getting worse and worse by the day. Check this out, man.
Law enforcement responded to reports a person described as a case of horrifying animal cruelty. As a warning, some of the images you're about to see may be disturbing. This triggered an investigation by the Natchitoches Parish Sheriff's Office, who drove out to the 100 block of Pecan Court in Cedar Grove last Friday. There, they found 2 pit bulls chained to a fence who were, according to deputies.
Hold up, man. Y'all see that, man? You see the ribs on that dog? Now wait till you see this other dog if they ain't showed them already. Wait till you see this other one. Salute to your Bella UK. Appreciate you dropping in with the bait tonight. But look at this dog I'm showing you, man. I can see the pain in his eyes. You know, City Boy Kennels, what's going on, man? Hey, show enough, you think that's worse than the $50 keep, or you think that's running neck to neck?
He's living in deplorable conditions and appeared to not have eaten in several days and had no access to water. NPSO's Animal Service Unit was then called to the scene, and the dogs were taken from the property. Deputies were able to make contact with the owner of the scene, and the dogs were taken from the property. Deputies were able to make contact with the owner, 47-year-old Alvin Matoyer, later that evening. He reportedly told deputies that the dogs were not eating because they had been sick. Matoyer was arrested and charged with 2 counts of animal cruelty. He was booked into the Natchitoches Parish Detention Center on a...
That's the picture I want y'all brothers and sisters to look at. Hey, yo, he got him beat, sure enough. He got the $50 keep beat. There it is. It's just plain out, not even funny. You know, that dog ain't probably haven't ate in over a month. When something look like that, anything living, like I said before, when it look like that, dog, that can't come from a week of not eating. That ain't come from 2 weeks of not eating. You know? That's a $20 keep. Like City Boy said, that's the $20 keep. $20 bag of dog food for 50 dogs in 1 month. That's sad right there, brothers. I'm going to play the rest of this video. It's about over. But just look at this, man. You know, salute to all the dog brothers out there that got game pit bulls and they looking game. You know, your dog looking game and healthy. And you know, we don't supposed to have our dogs super fat. You know what I'm saying? They looking game and healthy. Salute to y'all brothers, because you go back to this picture and you show them this what a skinny dog is. You know, my dog don't look like this. You know, that ain't a hatchback. Boy, I ain't gonna lie to you, the worms done evacuated out that dog there. That dog that don't got a worm in them. I can bet you a bottom dollar that the worms say ain't no food coming and we ain't staying, man. We getting the hell up out of there. You know, that dog don't got no parasites unless they living off his body organs. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way that dog got a parasite, is unless they living off his body organs. Because if he got worms, they already died because there wasn't no food in his stomach for him to feed off of. Unless they can just attach to the tested walls and feed off of that. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to Scatterbred Kennels in the house. Big salute to Scatterbred Kennels in the house, man. We looking at this picture, man, and we gonna get back into it, you know, but that's a gruesome picture, my brothers. Y'all ain't seen nothing. Wait till this next video I'm about to show you. I mean, you can't get too much worse than that right there, though, tell you the truth. You know, you can't really get too much worse than that. And would you believe you got some brothers that probably would take their dog out looking like that? A little bit better than that, I ain't gonna lie. Nobody wouldn't even put their dog on a dog looking like that. Nobody with common sense back then. You know, he deserves a ban completely for life. Even if this is the first time, that deserves a ban. You could have gave that dog away before he got to that point. Man, I got a pit bull in my backyard I don't want. Come pick him up. I don't want nothing for him. Come get the dog, you know what I'm saying? Come pick him up, Mad Max. I don't want nothing, man. I don't want to sit and let him starve, but just come pick him up, dog. You know, you don't let no dog sit out there like that. That's just a plain out shame. Now, if they put him in jail and don't give him no food for the first 3 weeks or first 2 weeks, he'll be in there going crazy. That don't make no sense, man. Let's keep that thing going. It's about over.
$20,000 bond where he remains at this time. An investigation is ongoing.
Yeah, that's rough right there, man. That's pretty rough right there. You know, it don't make no sense. If you can't take care of them dogs, man, don't get them. You know, if you can't take care of them, don't get them. Now, let me go ahead and knock this last little bit of news out for my brothers and sisters out there. We got a bait dog, or what they consider a bait dog, and they offering a reward for this dog. Now, I haven't really paid attention to the whole video, but I know it's one thing I'm trying to check out. I want to see how much the reward is that they're offering. Because, I always like to compare it. What kind of reward they offering for these dogs. And they out here giving brothers $1,000 to solve homicide cases and stuff. Which one is more important? That's why I always try to focus on that thing when they talk about the reward. So we're going to check that out real quick. They got a bait dog and they got a reward out for them, trying to figure out, who knows something about it. So y'all check this out real quick, and then we're going to get into that dog talk.
Have been searching for the person responsible for abusing a dog in Ada.
Really tough story here. News 12's Drury Vaughn reports police believe the dog was used as bait in animal fights.
Last Tuesday, Ada police officers discovered Rocky, whom they believe to be a bait dog used for training illegal dog fights. Officers took the dog to a local shelter for treatment and are still looking for suspects.
What y'all think about that, brothers? What you think about that? Brothers have dogs look worse than that on the yards, Now, all I can say, the dog looked rough. It's a black dog. They took the dog through the ram. You know what I'm saying? Like they said, I can't say the dog is a bait dog. I wouldn't go as far as saying he's a bait dog, but you could say maybe he was a dog that was in a box or a dog that was in shows, and he maybe didn't win. He probably is a loser. If they found him wherever they found him at, he probably is a loser. But the thing is, it's just sad how folks have these dogs looking, man. It's just sad how folks have these dogs looking, and then wonder, why the folks mess with you. You know what I'm saying? When they come to your house and see one of these dogs looking like this. It's just sad, man. Check them out, though.
Officers discovered Rocky, whom they believe to be a bait dog used for training illegal dog fights. Officers took the dog to a local shelter for treatment and are still looking for suspects.
He's just a sweet boy that needs lots of love.
Animal Wellness Action Director Kevin Chambers says they're offering a $2,500 reward for any information leading to the arrest of the person responsible.
The dogs, if they even survive, they're mauled and traumatized by being used in this horrible manner.
The 39-pound dog was taken in by the Oklahoma Pet Collective Society, where he's now in recovery with his new foster family in Tulsa.
A gash under his right eye that kind of infected his eye, and then several deep gashes, one on his cheek and then one on his back hip. He had a double ear infection. He had infection in all of his paws, and they were completely raw.
Foster mom Tanya Crawford says she knows it's a long road ahead, but Rocky is already making significant improvements.
It took him a little bit to warm up to me at first, but after we did, yeah, he's stuck. Now,
let me say this real quick while I'm thinking about it, while we're looking at this, to anybody that don't know. The way that dog looks, those wounds are from fighting, right? But the way that dog looks, he can really develop like a mange type problem just off of them not healing up the wounds. That dog, in the hands that he was in, if you give him a month's time, he'll have probably some type of mange problem, or he'll be looking like he got mange, just off the fact of the lack of taking care of the dog. That's why I told brothers, man, one thing I always say, we did things a little different than the brothers did back in the days. We don't condone nothing illegal, but when I did something, we took care of our dogs. You know what I'm saying? We had stuff that we healed them up with, stuff that, we try to get them right with. You got to expect what you got to expect when you have these dogs looking like Freddy Krueger and Wolverine and everybody else done jump through them. You know what I'm saying? And you just got them sitting over there looking like he haven't been or seen a vet or anything. You want your dog to look like he's seen a vet at least, I guess that's why our era, big salute to my man W out there, W Kennel out there, Big Willie. You know what I'm saying? Our era, man, we had them doctors, them brothers who they ain't had them degrees, but they was certified just as them vets was and can do everything them vets did, compared to the modern day time. Y'all don't specialize in doctoring on your dog. Y'all specialize in gang banging and riding in it. and pulling up and the ops and smoking on packs and all that other stuff. You know, that's why you're lacking on your medical end. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. DK9, salute to you, big homie. Salute to you. You know, salute to you. They just found a dog DK and they offering a reward for anybody that can give an answer to where this dog come
to
from.
my side.
She says you can help Rocky's recovery by donating on Cuddly.
They can donate money towards the rescue, or there's items that they can send to give directly towards Rocky.
And if you know who did this to him, go ahead and call the Ada police so that they can be held responsible. Reporting, Jury Vaughn, News 12.
You go, Rocky.
All right. Let's get a little bit of that dog talk. What's going on with them Bolio dogs, man? Brother said he want to talk about them Bolio dogs, and we'll start off from there. You know, let me see. Let me pull up Bolio, and then we're going to go to his offspring, and then we're going to start checking his offspring, because we're trying to figure out, is Buck the best dog coming down off Bolio? You know? Is Buck the best dog? What's going on with that Bolio stuff, man? Because it's starting to fall a little bit behind. You know, the Bolio stuff is starting to fall a little bit behind. All right, we got Bolio paired up here. You know, great dogs, produce great dogs. Let's go to his offspring. All right. We got Patrick's Red Baby Rum. Patrick's Bull Boy Bob. What about Bull Boy Bob? I hear a lot of stuff about Bull Boy Bob. You know, is he Bolio's best producing son? Check Bull Boy Bob's offspring. We're going to check his pedigree out too as well and see exactly how he bred. Now, just looking at it right off top, he got two pages, but just looking at it right off top, I see two champions. Just looking at it right off top on the first page, none on the second page. Well, actually three. We see champion Bobby Jr. So we see three champions off him. Off 2 pages. But I hear a lot of stuff about Bull Boy Bob. And he's pretty much, let's see, Patrick's Tater on the bottom side, Clark Zeke on the top, Carver Hensel. He's a scatterbred dog. Goes back to what we was talking about before, my brothers and sisters. You know, look at the dog. You got Bolio on the top, Patrick's Tuffy on the bottom. But you go to the fourth generation, to the top, you got Heinzel, you got Carver's, you got the Carver's Little Rascal, you got Kearns Lucky, aka Womack's Lucky, in the fourth generation. Let me pull that up a little bit bigger so y'all can see it. You know, you got Richardson's Jerry. Let's see what Richardson's Jerry is coming off of. Herbert's Bounce. So that's, you know, Clark's Brindle Dan. So all this stuff is, you know, it's scatterbred. But these brothers didn't worry about how scattered it was. You know, they worry about having good bulldogs. And that's just the first dog that we got into off of Bolio. The Clark's Goldie dog, you know, known for being I guess because of Indian Bolio, great producing bitch. Now, one brother, we was talking about this the other day, Bolio got stolen. You know, being Bolio was stolen, and we're going to talk about how the difference it is from back then to now, right? Back then, Bolio got stolen, and his saga continued. You know, he was still producing dogs. He was still known to make producers. If it would have went down the same exact way with Bolio in today's time, it would have been a lot of offspring with no papers. a lot of offspring you wouldn't have knew nothing about. Just like Red Devil. Everything that Red Devil made once he left Tent Yard, we know nothing about. Those dogs are Jeep dog, Red Boy Jocko dogs, Eli dogs, whatever them brothers decided to register them dogs up as, is what the Red Devil dogs turn to. And that's just where it is, because you can't register the dog up because tied in with Patty and them at ADBA. So you know damn well he wasn't letting the dog get registered. If you want to take him, take him. Do what you got to do. I can't beat you, but I can beat you another way. So the Red Devil went registered, and it's the same situation with Bolio. He has been credited for a lot of stuff when he was on the Stolen Man Yard. Would we even give credit to the brother who got the Stolen Man dog these days? How brothers still gave Bolio the credit. When one man got him, when he ain't the real owner, but you're still giving the other man credit that got the dog. That's why I say it was the Wild Wild West days back then, and brothers was just as grimy back then as it is now, except they had more love for the dogs outside of the money back then. A brother might be was stealing your dog, but he was taking your dog for rolling purposes. Now somebody gonna get your joint for money purposes outside of they can't do nothing with the papers, But yeah, man, let's check some more of them Bolio dogs out. But like I said, this another example of a scatterbred dog that is a great dog out of the past. Let's go to another Bolio offspring. Ford's Manchu. Directly off Bolio. Coming off Bolio, and he coming off a daughter of Burton's Hank and Red Baby bred to each other. Red Baby is a daughter of Indian Bolio. We blow it up a little bit so you can see it better. Indian Bolio and Patrick's Goldie made Red Baby. Red Baby bred to Burton's Hank to get Patrick's Angel Face. Angel Face bred to Bolio to get this dog here. Now, I think this dog here really shows traits of Bolio, really shows great resemblance of Bolio. And we don't have a whole lot of good pictures of Bolio, but I think this dog here really shows resemblance, really shows the traits of it. Another Patrick dog, and as you can see from the title right there, it says 1983. So this is what them brothers was working with in 1983. And the dog is the champion. Manchu, champion Ford's Manchu. He ain't got a picture. Patrick's Kramer. Now Patrick's champion Kramer, he's pretty much a pure Carver dog in the front part. But then when you get to the back, you see Hansel, Carver, Boudreaux, Blind Billy, Tooters, Dabo, Trans Rascal. See the Rascals coming down off Hubbard's Bounce. No Dabo in the Rascal dog. Okay, no Dabo in the Rascal dog. We got Dabo, Rascal. Let's see about Black Widow. Black Widow is coming down off Dabo. Okay, we got Dabo and Rascal so far. Mo Dabo on the bottom right there. So we pretty much Dabo and Rascal on the bottom half for the 25% on the bottom in the fourth generation. We Dabo and Rascal. So we going up, we see Mo Dabo. We talking the fourth generation now. Hold up. We in the fourth generation. Let me blow this up a little bit. At the bottom half, bottom 25% half, we got Dabo and Rascal. And as we go up to 50% mark, we see Blind Billy, Carver's Blondie. When we click on Carver's Blondie, she goes back to Trans Rascal. which is the same thing we got up under that. Blind Billy. Then we got the Carvers, Little Rascal, the Heinzel's, Colonel. All right. Now, when I look at this pedigree, the only thing that goes outside of what they're breeding is the top of the 4th generation in the Heinzel stuff. That's going back to the Kobe dogs. Pretty much everything up under that. Let's check this Carver's Lasso dog out. Okay, that's going back to Dabo and Hubbard's Bounce. Everything up under the top 2 dogs are going back to each other. So this is what I would consider this a line bred dog, a heavy line bred dog. You know, for the most part, everything is going back to the same dogs when you go all the way back into the pedigrees. And this is Patrick's Champion Kramer. Grand Champion Gomez. Grand Champion Gomez is coming off of a whole different line of dogs. Indian Bolio on the top and Gomez Jojo on the bottom. You know, and it's in the 4th generation, you see all the Steinberg stuff. Patrick's a little bit of Patrick Taylor, but you see the Steinberg Sly Fox. And that's coming down off the Crenshaw's stuff. You know, not the Crenshaw's Jeep, but other dogs that Crenshaw had before that. You know, a lot of Kobe stuff in there, I see. A lot of Kobe dogs. But I would consider this dog here, maybe we got the Rascal in the 4th generation. Oh, that dog, that name Red Sambo. No wonder he was so damn good. Hey, no wonder he was so good. Them boys ain't hit them links yet. Now, when it comes to Chico, you know, I don't know how he did it. You know what I'm saying? As far as which one he did first, you know, but you know, he was in the dog game. Once he felt like you know, he had to make changes, he made changes and did other things and made another lane for his dogs. That's about all I can say on that, you know. Let's check a couple more of these champions out. That dog there, champion Robinson's Greb. We just looking at the pedigrees at this moment. Coming down off Bully Son Daughter on the bottom side. Bully Son Daughter on the bottom side, bred to Bolio. Probably was a pretty good dog. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hold up, brother. Let me take switch up the screen so you can see it. All right. We're looking at Bolio offspring, and then we're trying to figure out what is the best producing descendant all coming down off Bolio. Now let me check Buck real quick. You know, let's go to the Buck dog. Let's go to the Buck dog. All right. We got STP's Grand Champion Buck. would Bolio be credited for his, this great dog, or would Bull Boy Bob be credited for this great dog, or should Patrick's Red Baby be credited for this great dog? Cause we be leaving we be leaving all this stuff out when it comes to these female dogs. But that male dog, Bull Boy Bob, produced several more that probably wasn't as great as Buck. Did that sauce come from Red Baby, Red Lady, Patrick's Red Lady? Because Red Lady is a daughter of Bolio. Little Tater, Patrick's Little Tater, that's a grandson of Bolio. Red Lady more closer into Bolio, and from what it looks like, this is that's not a brother. I was gonna say it's a brother and sister. This is a line bred, but if you go to the third generation, you see the Bolio and Patrick's Tuffy made Bull Boy Bob. You see Bolio and Patrick's Goldie made Red Baby, and then if you go to the bottom side, you see Bolio, or Claus Zeke, which is in the third, bred to Goldie to make Bolio, and then you see Bolio bred to Patrick Center to make Patrick's Red. So it's not a brother and sister, but it's like very, very tight line breeding. And it's like, what are the dogs different? When we do the line breeding and the inbreeding, one thing I will say is different that I know just off, my opinion. Okay, like they say, you get a good dog when you get it. But when you get a good inbred dog or line bred dog, your breeding, when you do your breeding, you're more likely to get the same genetics to come down because you got the same genetics that made your dog all the way down throughout his line. You're liable to get the same type of stuff. But when you got a scatterbred and it's a great dog, you never know what you're going to get. You got to hope for it come out like this or come out like that. A lot of these dogs that we seen that were scatterbred, they were great dogs and they're in the foundation of a lot of great dogs. But how great did they really produce? Because we only see one or two dogs, or we see one dog that maybe, was real special that the dog produced, and we don't see no more champions. So if a dog got 2 pages of breedings and he only got one dog in there, but that one dog is a famous dog, does that really make a difference? If that one dog, if he got 3 pages, and then he don't got but one champion up there, but that one champion is Jeep, does that make a difference in his production? He only produced one champion, does Buck produce better than Bolio? Now, I believe some brothers might say Buck himself may produce better than Bolio. What you think about that, brothers and sisters? Yes, sir. Salute the brother Patrick for doing his thing with them Bolio dogs, man. Doing his thing with them and making the breedings to where brothers can have today. Salute to Bobby Stapleton in the building. Salute to Bobby Stapleton in the building. Bobby say that's why he had the tightest red boy. Hey, Bobby, you be lying so damn much, I can't even read that shit you said. Hey, that's why I had the tightest grand champion handicap dogs in the world. I believe you, though. I believe you. Hey, it is what it is. Salute to you, big dog. Salute to you. Now, Andy Cap, that'll kind of go more towards that ball side of a line of dogs, I think, right? As far as the dogs that he produced and the ones that was coming down off of his stuff. You don't really got no handicap Red Boy Jocko, handicap handicap Jeep, handicap Red Boy, They scratch lines. So you think the tombstone in the tombstone bolio is what get that dog that thump? Or get that stuff that thump? You don't think it's the bolio? But yeah, this grand champion buck, brothers wanted to talk about him. Let's check his offspring out. You know, now I'm not gonna lie. Buck offspring list look better than bolio offspring list as soon as I turn to it. You know, but one thing we gotta always remember, is times change. Buck is more in the modern day times where brothers was posting the pedigrees, trying to keep records online and all that other stuff. You know, Bolio was way in the 70s. So, that's another reason. We don't got as much information on Bolio as we had on Grand Champion Buck. Now we got Stone City Kennel's Yellow Buck. Now this is a dog I always liked this dog right here, man. Stone City Kennel's Yellow Buck. Great, phenomenal looking dog. Wish I could have had a dog off of this dog right here. And to me, this dog looks like Yellow John, and he has the Patrick look too. You can see the brindle stripes up in him a little bit, but that could come from the Yellow John side. He just always reminded me of Yellow John when I was younger looking at him, man. But it's a great looking dog. STP's Grand Champion Yellow Buck. That's why I say I think Buck was the better breeder, man, better producer. Cause not because folks think because he a red nose, I'm saying this, but the dog just looked good, man. The dog looked good. Structurally wise, just looking at the dog in general and putting the dogs that Buck made up to the dogs that Bolio produced, he just looked good, man. He just looked good. The dog got Bolio on the top, Red Boy Jocko on the bottom. So this would have been a Red Boy Jocko Bolio cross before Mayday. Or around that time or whenever, But just it would have been a Red Boy Jocko cross. Well, you got the Red Boy because you got the yellow in it right here through the Awesome Baby. So you got the Red Boy Jocko in it. But that's all Red Boy Jocko on the bottom side and all Bolio on the top side. And maybe I should say it like this. Red Boy Jocko, Bolio, without having any Mayday in it. No, not one drip of Mayday and you Red Boy Jocko, Bolio, 50-50. This is what you call a 50-50 cross right here. All Bolio on the top. All Red Boy Jocko on the bottom. Now, a lot of people gonna agree this is probably one of STP's Bucks, best sons right here. But then you got Champion Ratliff Buckus. You got the Buckus dog right here. He coming off STP Buck. And I heard this dog here produced a lot of great dogs as well. Now he's a Red Boy Jocko. That Red Boy Jocko and Bolio must have been snapping back then. The boys starting to realize they needed that Red Boy Jocko and that Bolio together. So we got pretty much the same split of Red Boy Jocko on the top to the bottom. Let's see what the Champion Miller's Red Man coming off of. Red Boy. That's coming off Red Boy. Yeah, that's pretty much a 50-50 split. And we got a little bit of Carver stuff up in there, but that Carver, that's Bolio. That's Bolio up closer. But yeah, Buckus, we got Buckus. Then if we keep going down, let's see here. Let's go to this female, Miss Leakey. Okay, she's STP's Buck and Rattler's Daisy May. Daisy May is coming down off a double bred bitch and male off of, well, actually, he's coming off a male and a female off of STP's Toro on the bottom side. So that's your red boy Jocko. Your Toro gonna be bring your red boy Jocko in, you know. And if you look at the fourth generation, like I told y'all brothers and sisters before, one of the most important, underrated dogs in this dog game today from the past is this brother's dogs right here, Green Sandy. If you look in the fourth generation, the third dog from the bottom, you'll see Green Sandy Rum is one of the most important dogs that I think is underrated when it comes to the dog talk outside of Cottonham Sheba. You know, Green Sandy. And this is a Red Boy Jocko Bolio Cross. This is Undertaker Kennels Miss Leaky Rum. So if she's rum, you know, whether you feel like they lying or telling the truth, she produced some great dogs. Without me going into the offspring list, she produced great dogs. Now we keep strolling down. Now I think you know, Buck offspring list look a little better than Bull Boy Bob offspring list too. But you can't go by online peds if you're trying to say whether the dog was a better dog or not, because all this stuff is a big facade. You know, all this stuff is a big facade, and you'll get lost if you don't read this stuff the right way and judge it the right way, and don't let it lead you down the yellow brick road. You know what I'm saying? Let's check out Undertaker's Grand Champion Red Buck. We don't got a picture of him, but he's bred a little different on this one. He's coming down off of Carver's Stompanato in the fourth generation. Stompanato and La Posse's Buster Rum. Buster Rum is coming down off Bully Son and Arts Missy. Okay, so we got a little something different on this one. You know, Grand Champion Undertaker's Red Buck, 8-time winner. And brothers, do you notice back in the Wild Wild West days, a lot of them brothers had them, they didn't stop at 5. They kept going 6, 7, 8, 9. However far that dog took them. That's why I was explaining to my brother that asked the question and said about stopping at 5. You know, I just didn't think it would be right to stop at 5 back then. A lot of dogs had a lot more to offer than 5 wins. A lot of brothers will get 5 wins in no time back then if you was really bulldogging and you had a bulldog. It'd take a super bulldog to make 5 wins. You can have a good bulldog and you never even make it. Now we strolling here and we just looking at Grand Champion STP Buck's offspring. And already I've been focused on Buck offspring longer than I've been focused on Bolio offspring, because he's got more for me to read here. You know, more for me to read. And I see from Buck offspring, brothers made a whole lot more different kind of crosses. You know, different kind of crosses. And if you pay attention to a lot of these dogs, they change hands throughout the years, because you see one man own this dog. You know, the same dog I just showed you, now Wildside is on it. Further down, Wildside owns the dog Miss Leaky Rum. You know? So let's stroll down a little further and see if we can pull some more of these dogs out. Grand Champion Strictly Business Buster Brown. That one don't got a picture. We're going to see if we can pull one with a picture up. He don't got a picture. That's another one of them Stompanato dogs. Again, Grand Champion STP's Bigfoot. Coming down on Stompanato stuff at the bottom. La Posse's Buster Brown, STP's Reno. Let's see what the Reno dog coming down off of. Reno's coming off Stompanato himself. Carver Stompanato. So we got Stompanato on the bottom side of the Bolio stuff. Stompanato be considered a Carver dog. One of the more prominent Carver dogs. Oh, you all we can go by is online pairs, brother Dora and Saul. Salute to you, fam. All we can go by is online pairs, but what I'm saying is You got to understand, a lot of these brothers, and I know brothers personally in big kennels that don't register their dogs up on online pairs. You know, online pairs don't validate nothing when it come to your dog. All that is to show you something, just to give you something to look at, to let you see this and see that. Just like all you got to do is pay $30 and get your account, and you can put whatever you want to put up in there. That's why it's valid. That's how valid it can be. You know, anything that anybody can go into and enter without going through validation and saying this is certified and this is the truth, you know, you can only take it as far as you can see it. You know, that's all we can really go by. You know, but pay attention to these pedigrees. When you start seeing dogs that been dead in the years that you see that had been, when you look at a pedigree, if you see a dog in the 3rd generation, okay, let's quick example. You know, let me pull these dogs up right here. All right, we could go to champion Zebo girls, Gina girl. All right, now if it's 2024 and this dog right here is alive, champion Zebo's Gina girl, she's alive right now, right? Okay, now if a brother give me these papers, you know, you got to have common sense as a dog man to look at these papers, right? And you're going to see STP Buck is in the 1st generation. How did this brother get a dog off Buck in the 1st generation in 2024 is what you got to say. That's the same thing you say with a lot of dogs. It don't have to be STP Buck. You look at the year that you in, when these breedings was made, could it have happened? You know, could you had a dog off Patrick's Little Tater in 2015? When you start seeing these pedigrees and these dogs' names and these dates don't add up, that's when you pay attention to stuff and be like, whoa, I gotta watch this. You know what I'm saying? I gotta watch this. The same way I'm telling brothers about the yellow stuff. If you're talking about 2010, 2005, 2000, now we ain't gonna say 10 because 10 stuff was already gone. If you're saying 2004, between 2000 and 2004, you really gotta be careful with whatever you getting that's saying coming off one of Yellow Sons. You really had to be careful because you're starting to get into that realm of everything is gone. It got to be a grandson now. It can't be a direct son. We getting that 15-year mark and stuff like that. You know, you have to really pay attention to them pedigrees, not just read the name on it and say, I got a bolio dog or I got a this kind of dog. Pay attention to your dates and your times and what you're getting from a brother. And sometimes you can read it right in their face, man. You can tell when a brother trying to run that thing on you or a sister. And a lot of times brothers don't be trying to run nothing on you. You just need to know, you know, how to read stuff. If you don't know how to read a pedigree, I can give you this same pedigree right now with STP Buck in it, you know, and you're going to think these dogs was born yesterday. If you don't know how to read a pedigree, you'll think Patrick's Little Tater produced STP Buck, and I got a dog. I'm going to tell you, I got a dog off Buck right now. You know, I got a dog off STP Buck right now for brothers who really not dog, you know, don't know the real, you know, they will believe me. So that's why I say every brother need to know when these dogs was living. You know, when we talk about these dogs, when did these dogs exist? Some of these brothers hear us talk about these dogs so much, they might be think they was born 5 years ago. We talk about Red Boy, Jocko, all of them so much. These brothers think these dogs was born in 2012. You know what I'm saying? 2014. No, my brothers and sisters, these dogs born in the 60s, 70s, and in the early 80s. And the last little bit of them born in the 90s, late 90s. You know, but yeah, man. Salute to them brothers with them bolio dogs out there, man. Somebody, I'm gonna drop this link down in that chat as well, man. You know, for any brother that want to get up here with the dog talk, you know. Yes, sir. Just a second, my brother. Drop that link down there for y'all boys. Oh, the puppy's doing good, man. I think Tony asked me about that earlier. Salute to you, Tony, man. I was doing something. I forgot to answer your question. The puppy's doing good, man. I don't got the 5 though, but they doing good. that's coming down off of Walker Mall on the top, off the the Walker Red Dogs, and a daughter of Grand Champion Hall. But yeah, man, that's that link. In case anybody want to shoot somebody a shout out or just talk that little dog talk or whatever, or talk about them bolio dogs. Blackneck Kennel say you can't get no tighter than bolio. You know, you can't get no tighter bolio. Sorry about that. No tighter bolio than the buck stuff. And that might be why Brother Gaston ran with that stuff. You know, he ran with that buck stuff. That brother ran with that stuff because he probably seen something in it back then, boy. Salute to the brother Little Rock. Salute to you. Salute to you. Salute to brother Marcel Shepard in the building. Yes, sir. I won't mind seeing some brothers who got that bolio stuff mastered, man. Got it locked down and got it bred up right, line bred from back in the days. Got the bolio stuff in it tight, a little out in it here, but it went back into the bolio stuff again and worked it the way they supposed to work it and got some great bulldogs in 2024. You know, I always tell brothers I like that bolio stuff. You know, I like the handicap stuff, the bolio stuff, the 357 and them type of dogs like that, you know. Yes, sir, man. Salute the Pit Bulls 2215 in the building. Yes, sir. Salute to you, bro. And thank you for dropping in tonight, man. Thank everybody for dropping in tonight. You know? Let me see something. Let me get some more of these things up here. Boom, boom. Hey, hey man, I don't even know how to pronounce that thing. Big dog. I'ma say it. I'ma try to say it. Them boy be cracking on me when I talk. You know what I'm saying? I'ma try to say it, but I can't. Albus Ignis Kennels. Albus Ignis Kennels. You know, drop the number down there or tell me the dog name, man, and I'll pull it up right now. Tell me the dog name you want me to look up, and I'll pull it up. You know, if you got his online pair name. Salute to my man Liquid Lucky down in the building, man. Sure enough, Mad Max and y'all boys, man. City Boy Kennels, y'all boys. Hey, really appreciate y'all fellas, man. Rocking with the Bay and holding it down when y'all everywhere y'all go at, man. I appreciate y'all fellas. Y'all boy, I gotta get my gear and stuff together, man. I gotta get my gear and stuff, man. I gotta get all my shit together, fam. You know, it is what it is. Drop me that link. I'm Albus. Or not necessarily the link. Tell me the dog name and I'll pull the link up. Hey, you can get it, bro. You can get it. Like I said, we only had 5 this time, but hopefully, you know how it go at the beginning of that process. It's a long road ahead of me over the next couple weeks. You know, so you know how that go. They're a day old right now. They're doing pretty good. I got about a little over a month, probably about a month and a week to wait with Mellow Yellow, and her puppy should drop probably about a month and a week. Where we at the end of August, so we're going into September. So we're saying about the beginning of October, Mellow Yellow should drop. Okay, I got you. Sadams and Hillbillies Brat. I'm about to look it up now, dog. Hey, I tell you what, I Google, you can't Google the brat, and when it comes to dogs, and the brat don't pull up. Salute to them brothers with the bulldog history, man. Now, only one I see that come up, bro, is I see the hillbilly. It just say hillbilly. Yeah, I don't see that, man. And I don't think that's the same dog. That's Lowdown's hillbilly. That's Lowdown's hillbilly right there. I think that's a different dog. I'm gonna show y'all just to show you so you can see what I'm looking at. You know. Hold up. I ain't even sharing the screen. I'm gonna share this screen so y'all can check it out real quick. Well, I done erased it now. Eddie Kane, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, man, I couldn't pull that up. Saddams and Hillbilly's brat. Damn, I couldn't pull that up, man. I don't know if I'm reading it wrong or what, but I couldn't pull it up. Salute to all them folk from Goldsboro, man. Salute to all them folk in Goldsboro holding it down. Take care of them dogs the way you're supposed to be taking care of them dogs. And I appreciate everybody that rocking with the Bay tonight, man. You know, we had a long week, like I told y'all, brothers, shaking off them haters, stepping on them haters, kicking them in their nuts, stepping on them in their face. You know, it just is what it is. And slinging them Timberland boots across them power lines. I told my brothers, all we came here tonight to get was that magazine money and that money for Black Sealy. We need that magazine money and that money for Black Sealy. That's what we came here for tonight. The last day of the month. You know, salute to Kurt Hunter Kennels in the building. Rocking with the Bay, man. Hey, y'all boys, y'all better be careful. Y'all come over here and rock with me. They want to block you when you go over there. Oh, they go Kurt Hunter, block him. He be over there. Eddie Kane, he be over there, block him. Hey, the boys, they feminine products over there now. Better be careful, my brothers and sisters. Better be careful. Hey, Marcel can tell you better than anybody. You know, great brother. Get blocked out every other 3 days. You know, fuck them. Like Kurt Hunter say, man, fuck them. You know, it is what it is. Yes, sir, man. Like I said, drop them pairs if y'all want to talk any more pairs down in that chat. I'll drop that link for any brother that want to get up in here and shoot his shots out or talk any kind of dog talk or ask me any kind of question. Man, I'm about to act up now. I was going to chill on them. You know what I'm saying? I was going to just do a little pedigree and just let it ride on out. But Uncle Willie that came in here and rock with me tonight, shit, I'm about to act up on him, Uncle Willie. Hey, I ain't gonna mess with him. I'm leaving him alone. I done beat him up all week, you know what I'm saying? I stepped on him. They said don't hit a down man or don't hit a man down, but I did that 2 days ago. You know, they was already down and it just was what it was. So I just used the day to meet and greet with my brothers and sisters down in the chat just to chill and we gonna relax and talk about whatever. You know, ain't no stress on this end. We don't worry about nothing. We chilling. You know, as in the words of Wayne back in the day, no words. You know, ain't worried about nothing. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Hey, now that's another thing, bro. a lot of these dogs, when you go on ADBA, sometimes you see that unknown in the pedigrees. You know, that shows you was human error at. Because when you go to ADBA and you fill out that, if every now and then you get a dog that say unknown, but if you say unknown in the ADBA paperwork, you looking at 1970 and all them type of years. You're not looking at the up-to-date times, you know, for the most part. Kilpatrick's and bone barrenness. Kilpatrick and barrenness, sir. Kilpatrick and barrenness, sir. I'm gonna look that up. Kilpatrick. That ain't the right dog I pull up right there. Man, none of these dogs coming up, Albers. Kilpatrick and Baroness, sir. None of these dogs coming up, man. I'm trying to pull up. I'm gonna try it again. Kilpatrick's and Baroness, sir. Only thing coming up, man, is the Blazer dog. Now, some kind of other Sir Baroness Grand Champion dog came up, but it's not spelled how you got it. It's not the same name. The Kilpatrick Blazer dog keeps coming up. And that's tied into that Carver and Boomerang stuff. Yeah, that's tied into the Carver and Boomerang stuff. Yes, sir, man. Now, what y'all think about that Merle? You know, 'cause a lot of brothers will say the pit bulls come in Merle. What y'all think about that? There ain't no funny question or no trick question or nothing like that. You know, this is basically an honest question. I know them. I wanted a Merle one time. This is crazy colors, man. You know, that's a crazy color. Not a hard color to like, you know. Hell no, Nanny Dog ain't got no Merles. He ain't got no Merles. He ain't advanced like that yet. He's straight blue. He got a blue that produced he got a blue that produced a fawn, and he called it buckskin. He got a blue that produced a fawn, and he called it buckskin. And I want to say he got a blue off that, off the fawn one producing the blues. Because once you got that blue trait in your dog, you can always produce blue, no matter what color your dog is. Your dog can be red nose, brindle, black, whatever he is, but if he got blue line in him, he can produce them blues. And the only way he can produce a blue dog is he got blue line in him. Don't let nobody trick you, my brothers and sisters out there. If somebody give you a silver color dog, you know, let me pull this up real quick. I gotta pull this up. I know I'm gonna be able to pull this up. Just a second. All right. If a brother give you dogs this color, they do not come off of them game lines. You know, not saying they're not pit bulls, because some of these dogs up here may be pit bulls. But this is not Floyd Boudreaux's so black that they look blue. This ain't Garner so black that they look blue or none of that type of stuff. When you got that silver right there, and if you ever get a silver puppy that look like that same silver, your dog got silver somewhere in the pedigree. Now, if I got a Mayday dog and one of them dogs come out looking like this, somebody tricked me somewhere in another in that 4 generations. I got a damn blue dog. You know. But yeah, when they come out like this, man, you know, it can be mixed with any kind of dog, you know. Any game dog mixed with anything and make it look, you know, but for the most part, you're not gonna get a color like this gray color. Now, I'm quite sure I'm strolling past a few dogs that brothers say may look like they dogs and it's pit bulls. And like I said, some of these dogs up here are pit bulls. Now, let me put this dog up on the screen a little bit bigger right here because it caught my attention. That one caught my attention right there. It got a pit bull. It got pit bull. If it's not full pit bull, it's a pit bull, half at least. You know, it just got that pit bullish face. But if you really look at the coat, it's almost like a brindle, bluish colored brindle. So that might be a pit bull right there. You know, BPKR, what's going on? Blueprint, what's going on with you, my brother? What's going on? Just sitting here chilling, talking a little bit of pedigrees right now, man. A little bit of dog talk. And you know, just talking about dog stuff. Barbershop dog talk. You know. That's I'm guessing it's a pit bull, you know. I was just telling brothers about the color as far as the Boudreaux dogs coming out, and they saying they so black that they be blue and different little things. And I was saying that you had to have them blue genes in your dog in order to produce a dog that color. You know, if your dog don't got them blue genes in your dog, he not gonna produce a dog that color. Now I see something else. I'm gonna ask brothers real quick while I'm looking at these pictures. What do you think about this? What do you think about that underbite right there? Sure enough, is that an underbite that you would deal with if the dog was a grand champion? Or that's a little too much for you? What y'all think about that underbite right there, man? Them boys say that's the Master Ball Bulldog line. Master Ball Bulldog, them boys say that's your line right there. Hey, yeah, I've heard her say that dog needs some veneers. That joker got a bulldogish look, kind of a boxer's look, maybe a pit bull look too, but not in the face, kind of with the body with the pit bull look. Oh yeah, he definitely look like he gonna get up out of there. He definitely look like he gonna get up out of there. Them teeth is his line of defense. If he show them teeth and you don't back up, shit, that's it. He show them teeth, he know he scare you. You know, you see them teeth, you might back up. He look crazy. But you keep on coming, he gonna peel on up out of there. He gonna bite a human, you know. But another animal, we don't know what he gonna do. And he might be a tough cookie, man. Might be a tough cookie. But I know he ain't gonna be able to do too much biting, with his mouth like that. He won't be able to hold no real good grips on a lot of things. 23-1, what's going on with you, my brother? Appreciate you dropping in tonight. Appreciate you dropping in tonight. Let me get this dog up off that screen. Yes, sir, man. Appreciate everybody rocking with the Bay tonight, man. Football season is in full effect. Football season in full effect. Live life real, what it is. Scratch Line News in the house, man. Y'all hit that like button up. We live in effect tonight. Like I said, man, hope everybody had a great day. Anything y'all want to talk about, drop down in the chat. We gonna get on to it. I dropped the link down as well for anybody that want to come up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't forget to hit that like. Big salute to all the brothers in the chat. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Got my glasses on because I don't even feel like squinching my eyes trying to read something. You know what I'm saying? We're getting it in tonight. It just is what it is. I ain't gonna be in here too long. Ain't gonna be in here too long. Like I said, when I get to that 15,000, I'm setting myself goals. You know what I'm saying? When I get to that 15,000 subscriber, I'm gonna keep track of who it is. We gonna announce it. I'm gonna give you a free puppy. And if you want a free puppy, a lot of people don't want it. And if you need any kind of training, consultant, coach, or whatever, holla at me. I'll be there for you. Now, when it comes to when it comes to the old school dogs, man, and I'm gonna speak on Jeep, the old school dogs, Red Boy, a lot of dogs from the old school I don't really speak on. Buck, like the Buck dog. We have to see what the brothers who got the stuff that's coming down off this, when they start telling the stories of what they producing and how he produce, he could go down as a great producer. Can't really say right now, haven't really seen a lot of brothers bring the dogs, out. That's why I say a lot of dogs are going extinct. A lot of bloodlines are going extinct because you don't see the brothers come out with the lines, Buck line as well. Dogs that probably produce great dogs or will produce or did produce, but you just didn't hear about it like that. But big salute to the brothers that got that stuff, that Buck stuff. Heard a lot of great things about that line of dog. You just have to, it's all about standing the test of time when it comes to that stuff, man. I always say it. Some of the greatest dog brothers in the world. You might meet some of the greatest dog brothers in the world, and they might have some of the greatest dogs. But it's all about, do these dogs stand the test of time? Will it be around 2044? It's 2024. Will that stuff be around 2044, 2050? You know what I'm saying? Because the dogs we're talking about now was around since 1960, 1970, in 1980, 90. So it's only right, if, that more modern dogs and dogs from a little bit more modern times be the ones being spoken about 2050, 2050, 2060. You know what I'm saying? Can't do nothing but wish positive things for that line of dogs. When brothers feel that high on the line of dogs that they running, like brothers feel on the Buck stuff, the Buck line, take pride in your stuff, my brother. Like I always say, you did what you had to do with the line. You let people know. Now what you need to do is fall back. Fall back and do your breathing and just chill. Don't worry about nobody. You're trying to impress nobody. Don't worry about trying to talk about this, talk about that. You know what I'm saying? We just talked about this over and over and over on these shows. And then I get right on Facebook, and see a brother with some dumb stuff. Now I don't know which Buck you're talking about, but I'm talking about Buck from the 90s. And I get an ignorant fool down in my chat the other night and say, oh, he ain't from the 90s, he from now. You's an ignorant fool, and keep your fool ignorant ass out my damn chat. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man. Salute the GHK out there somewhere, big homies, 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I tell you what, I might need to holler at that Buck line and cross Mellow Yellow into that in Buck. You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't say I won't do it. You know, I get on the telephone. Hey, yo, fam, hit me up. I'll back and heat on the next one. You know what I'm saying? I need the best thing producing off that Buck line. You know, since Buck ain't here no more, I need the best thing producing off that line. The one they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Bring them on. You know, we split that thing. And that, hey, it just is what it is, man. Y'all boys keep doing y'all thing with them dogs out there. Keep making names for them dogs, but be safe with them dogs, man. And like I always say, be safe with them, do the right things with them, and you'll last a long time with them. You know, bragging on Facebook, you won't last a long time with them. You know, doing your advertising, letting brothers see great looking dogs, great structured dogs, letting brothers see how Buck looks, making Buck famous social media wise without talking. We want to see great pictures. How, you know, turn this motherfucker into a fashion model. You know, turn him to a fashion model. Don't do no more talking. Shut your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Just turn him to a fashion model and see what he gonna produce, or see what his descendants produce, or the dogs that coming off that line produce. You know what I'm saying? You know, and like I said, I gotta say again, salute to them brothers with that line, man. Salute to them brothers with that line. One thing they did their thing when it come to making them known. You know, making them known. Uncle Willie say, who the hell is Buck? One of them old school dogs, Uncle Willie, that got overlooked. You know, that may be the dog that you need to get your dogs off of, or might need to do more investigating as far as how's the dog producing. You know, that's all, bro. You know, just one of them old school dogs that brothers may have overlooked. You know what I'm saying? May have bred to these dogs instead of breeding to this one. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you what, a lot of brothers talking about it. You know, a lot of brothers talking about it. So, you know, Uncle Willie, I mean, hey, it is what it is, dog. You know how it go. Yes, sir, man. One thing I like to see, man, a brother with a good dog and he love his dog. Them boys love Buck, man, and all, and Buck Jr. and Buck 3 and Buck 4, and whichever Buck they got, or whichever Buck we floating around in the next year. You know, when you love your dogs, man, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. I don't want to see you lose your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell this is? Who the hell this is calling me during my show, man? Hold up, man. Hold up for a second. Hey, whoever that is calling me, man, you see I'm on live. If you deal with me, you know I'm on live. I can't answer the call when I'm on live. You know? James said, how can he register his own bloodline? Hey, when it comes to the register your own bloodline, my brother, if you mean like starting your own blood, I think that's, you know, how we have our opinions on the 4th generation of that. If you're talking about registered or unregistered dog, you pretty much gotta start with registries that are registering you up, and then just make your way. Once you start doing your breedings and you got your 4 generations and stuff, a lot of people will let you in when you got 4 generations of dogs. You know, as long as they full-blooded. Some companies will let you in. I even think ADBA will let you in. Hey, whoever calling me or whoever did call me, you know, hit me up on, drop that link. Hit that link up. You know, I can't, you know, do whatever kind of talking you look and do right now. I'm on live. But yeah, you gotta, you know, find if you don't got no papers, you know, a lot of registries do, you know, register brothers up with no papers, so you have to check like that. But if you just talking about start your own line, me myself, I think when you make the cross that you trying to make, You know, I think that's your stuff, man. I mean, everybody got their own opinion. You know, I think if you take a dog and your dog named Tito, and you take Tito, you just bought him from Mr. Carver, and you take Tito out there, you make him to a triple grand champion, brother's gonna be looking to breed the Tito, and that's gonna be the Tito line. Buck don't have to have 4 generations to start a bloodline. Buck can start a bloodline from right the fuck now. You know, he don't need 4 generations. You make names for your dogs, and brother's gonna come to get some of it. You know, now if he want to say, "Oh, this red boy, this Jeep," that's on him, or that's on her. You know, but at this point, they supposed to start a line off that dog, or run a line off that dog. You know, once you get your name or make a name for the dog, don't get it twisted. Buck is no different than Jeep. Buck is no different than Grand Champion Buck. Buck is no different than none of them champion dogs that made bloodlines, because I told y'all brothers and sisters before, none of them dogs waited 4 generations to make a bloodline. Jeep champion, he was an instant bloodline. Grand Champion Buck champion, he was an instant bloodline. Mayday champion, he was an instant bloodline. Buck, instant bloodline. You know, no different. And they'll treat that man no damn different. You know what I'm saying? He's a damn line. If the man wanna call him a line. You know what I'm saying? If he wanna call him a line, he's a line. But if he wanna, oh, Buck is a Jeep, red boy, rascal and all, he can do all that. You know? But it just is what it is, man. I don't know 23-1 Fitness. You know, that's the same thing I said a few videos back. And I said, the way I said it, I had to make it clear that I'm not speaking from a white man did black man wrong issue. You know what I'm saying? The white man ain't make black brothers do this at all. You know, a lot of them white brothers, a lot of black brothers went in the dog game in the 70s and the 80s compared to what it is now. The white brothers did their thing with the dogs. They was doing their things with the dogs. And when a lot of these black brothers came in the dogs, the lines were already there. The Bolios, the Jeeps, the Red Boys, these lines were already there. So these white brothers didn't say these lines had to stay forever. No, these black brothers don't want to start their own stuff. They just want to ride on what they came in the game with. As you could tell, we haven't had a new bloodline since the brothers came in the game. You know, and the brothers came in the 80s, in the 90s. You haven't had new bloodlines since then. Red Boy, Jocko, Jeep, even Mayday and all them. Red Boy, Jocko, you know, they consider Mayday dogs or Macho Buck dogs. You know, them dogs are the closest thing you got to dogs that made bloodlines since the dogs from the 80s. And who made them bloodlines? Macho Buck, them brothers, Spanish brothers. Chico Lopez dogs made his own line, Spanish brothers. My black brothers want to argue, hate, and do all that bullshit all damn day long and hate on the brother for starting his own bloodline. You know, hate on the brother. That's why I told brothers, you know, you'll be stuck in the same place for 15, 20 more damn years, hating. You know what I'm saying? Hating. I don't blame a lot of these black brothers once you link up with some of your white friends and all that. You never go back. You never go back to dealing with all that stuff because you don't got time for it, man. It's too much hate, too much bullshit, and you ain't getting good quality dogs with a lot of that stuff. You know? But like you said, 23-1, brothers don't want to, you know, create their own stuff and take pride in their own stuff. And like I said, I gotta emphasize this. There ain't one white brother in the dog game say a black brother couldn't have his own line. The black brother say he can't have his own line. He telling his damn self he can't have his own line. Then the white brother in this damn dog game held a black brother back and say you can't start your own shit. You know? But you got all these excuses why your line ain't started yet. You know what I'm saying? You're too focused on the wrong shit. That's why I was kicking your ass back in the 90s. I was focused on them bulldogs, hanging with brothers who had real bulldogs. I wasn't trying to fit in with you because you're black hang with you because you was my black homeboy, this and that. Now I want a real bulldog because I don't like losing. I don't care who the hell I'm going against. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like to lose, so I made sure I got the good shit, you know? Yes, sir. Legion Fury said do a single register. We was talking about registering the dogs earlier. Do a single register on both dogs and go from there. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Man, you got to look at it like this, man. The Brother Hulk Dark Dynasty Marlin, he does not have pit bulls, but I have to use this as an example because we all seen this brother come in, bring his own line of dogs, make his own line of dogs, and it is what it is. You know, when it come to papers, I ain't sure if he got his own registry or what, you know, but when a brother come in and he say, this is mine, this is what I got to offer, you either want it or you don't, this is my stuff, this is my stock, this is what I got, you know, that's all it is to it, man. You know, them dog, every pit bull come from something. And whether Marlin Dark Dynasty dogs are full pit bull or 25% pit bull, whatever pit bull it got in it, it's coming off the same pit bull as yours got in it. You know, same stuff yours got in it. He not crying about no red boy, Jeep jock, this and all that other Mayday stuff, this and that. That man running off of what he running. Same thing you got to do, dog. And my sisters out there, run what you running. Don't worry about what the next man think or all that hating that's going to come behind it. You know what I'm saying? If they going to hate on you no matter what you got. You got the best damn dog in the world, they going to hate on you. With the best program, with the best kennel, and the best yard set up, they still going to hate on you. You see how they did the brother with the AstroTurf? You know, you complain when I got dirt. You complain when I got damn fake grass. My black brothers, sorry about that. I had to make that clear, you know, because it ain't the white ones doing it. The black brothers, everything, you see every damn thing wrong with the dogs. You got to have perfect this, perfect that, perfect this. You ain't even handling your business right. The business part of the dog game, you know all the other bullshit. You can't handle the business part of the dog game, you know? And then when somebody tell you that, you get all acting like them feminine products. You know what I'm saying? Acting like feminine products, Bella. Yes, sir. Shout out to the whole UK, man, from one side of the UK to the other side. You know, because we got some hot spots in London, all across the UK, you know, all across the UK. Salute my folk out there, man. All across Asia as well. I had a couple brothers, you know, y'all ain't dropped in a minute. My brothers from Romania, Iceland, big salute to y'all, man. I see y'all in a minute, but PBK always think about you. Salute to you, my brothers out there. You know, because we all in that same struggle, man. We all in that same struggle. Trying to keep these dogs alive. Trying to, every other day they making new laws, no matter what state or what country you stay in. Every other day they making new laws that we trying to survive in. You know, and that's all what it's all about, man. Each one teach one to help the next brother to know, oh, yo, you can't do that no more. They done tighten it up. See, a lot of brothers don't understand these new laws. So it ain't our place to knock a brother that don't know the new laws. It ain't our place to make you look corny because you don't know the new laws, or make you look weak, or make you look like you greenhorn. No, it's our place to show and tell each other the new laws so we can help each other keep our dogs. You know, that's all it is to it, man. No matter how much I talk shit to Buck City about whatever, I never want to see that man lose his dogs. Or whoever I talk trash to, I never want to see them lose their dogs. Because that's a different kind of feeling. You know, it's a feeling that we don't get from YouTube. You can't hurt me the way losing my dogs can hurt me. You can call me names on YouTube. It won't hurt me. But losing my dogs will hurt me. So I don't want no brother to go through that. You know? No matter what we say on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say each one teach one, man. Help a brother. You know, and I always say, man, it's easier to help brothers from getting in trouble than help a brother from getting out of trouble. You know, so that's our motto, to help brothers don't even get in that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't running fast, you don't have your ass at that box. You can't clear them fences and them ditches and them woods, because there's a good chance your ass gonna be peeling out. You know, I tell brothers, I give you the real, right? I can't stop you from going to a show. But if you want the real, you taking your girlfriend out there with you, them folk come, your ass is caught. Good as caught. Don't cry to nobody else. Don't say nothing about nobody told on you. No, none of that. You're moving reckless, you know, because we can't stop no brother from doing nothing. We can just give it to you how it is. You know, that's all it is to it, man. Big salute to Dickie Foster out there. Big salute to Dickie Foster out there. Yes, sir, man. Like I said before, salute to my man Legion Fury for donating to the channel. My man W. Kennel for donating to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Hey, W, I'm gonna give him a little story real quick. You know, when we were dog for dog. W, if you watching this now, you know, cause I'm gonna tell you what Buck them can't do. They can't just go the dog with fucking dog stories, man. That's what fucking bulldoggers do, man. I don't even remember having this stuff sometimes, and I start talking to y'all brothers and I can remember stuff. So W, check this out, right? You remember when we had them dogs coming out of Cottonham She with them stuff, right? All right. You remember we went dog for dog. We went puppy for puppy. You had Murdoch, and I had I remember what I had. I had a dog, a little puppy that was coming off of Caution. You remember we had a dog Caution, W? We had Caution and it was one of them red-nosed females we had. I'm not even sure if I had papers on it. I don't even think I had papers on the dog. Because Murdoch damn sure ain't had no papers, W. But I kicked your ass. We had two brothers coming up that Cottonham She stuff. And we was trying to battle to see which one was the best. You know what I'm saying? Little Mate brothers. I got in W ass that day. I took old Murdoch home. You remember Murdoch, W, that white dog with the ears clipped? Murdoch. I kept Murdoch for a while. I don't remember what happened to Murdoch. I think I gave Murdoch to my neighbor, West, that was rocking with. I think that's what Murdoch went at. You know, big salute to my neighbor West that was rocking with. You know, he had the dogs off Sambo that I was breeding. He had Crossbow, a few dogs. Big salute to that brother, man. But yeah, W, man, them was the days, man, when we rolled that thing for dogs, put the dogs up. You know what I'm saying? I left with your shit. You know, big salute to you, though, fam, and I appreciate donating to the channel, homeboy. You know, appreciate that shit, man. Hey, Nasir say he running that ship stop. Hey, I don't think you can go wrong with that, big homie. You know, let's pull that ship dog up. I don't think you can go wrong with that. You know, I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Let's see here. All right, we got Rampage's ship. I don't think you can go wrong with that, my brother. I haven't been hearing too much bad stuff about him. But I tell you what, you know, Buck, go ahead and jump in that race, Buck. Go ahead and jump in that race. You know, you got Ship out there, you got NASCAR out there. You know, you got Buck, NASCAR, Ship, El Tidra, Puma. You know, you got what you call it, a class of great dogs out there to breed to see what's what for my brothers out there that know to have for the future. But yeah, man, take that Ship stuff and breed it up, man, and bring some great bulldogs to the table. Now, when we look at this offspring, I don't know none of these dogs, you know. Now, I'm going to go back to the top of the fourth. I'm in Ship pedigree now. I'm going to the top of the fourth generation, the very top dog. Now, when we look at that dog, I hit that pedigree, and we still don't know those dogs in the pedigree. The first dog that I see that I know is Champion Yankee Kennels. Now I see Garrett Charlotte, and I see Champion Miller's Red Man back there. You know? Okay. I'm not gonna go all the way up and down ship pad, but yeah, man, everybody who got that Ship stuff, I don't hear brothers complaining about nothing, and they get some great looking dogs. The Ship dogs, for the most part, I think they're good structured dogs. You know, I think they haven't been out long enough to get screwed up yet. You know, to where they got so much inbreeding to where they start to get deformed and all kind of stuff. Their bodies start to look different. You know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, James asks, do you really gotta have papers, James? No. Like Legion Fury say, it depends on how important the papers are to you, my brother. You know, any brother who get up here and talk their dog stories and say they don't get dogs without papers or haven't had them, they lying. You know, I done did it when I knew about dogs with papers. You know, I had dogs without papers. It's just about what you like, dog. If that dog and you like them, that's your main dog, man. Forget what everybody talking about, dog. You know, you gotta live your life. You gotta enjoy your life. You know, breed what you want to breed. You got to take care of them dogs. You got to go to tractor store all the time and get your dog food and all that stuff for them dogs, man. Legion Fury ain't got to do it. City Boy ain't got to do it. I don't got to do it. You know, you got to do it, big bro. So you know, whatever makes you happy, man. Don't listen to me get up here and talk shit about dogs or talk, you know, good or bad about these dogs. Do what makes you happy, big homie. And I ain't trying to say it to be sarcastic or none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's what's gonna really make you happy. Doing what makes you happy, dog. You know, I don't care what line of dogs it is. No, just make sure it make you happy. Now I will say this: it's more routes out there for brothers without papers on their dogs to get papers on your dogs. You know, you got Tom Garner. You got, you know, when I'm up and running doing my thing, you got other paper registries that will accept you without papers. But the thing is, you know, you still have to know the background, the bloodline, you know, and different things. But if you just want a pit bull as a pet, you know, I wouldn't worry about papers, man. Even if I know the bloodline, I know this dog coming off ship, I'm not worried about no papers because I'm not going to get into the breeding and stuff. You need your papers when you saying you about to start doing breeding, the selling wise. When it comes to selling, you need papers. Because selling and papers is just like a title in a car or any type of certificate, proof of purchase when a brother buy any type of stuff like that. So if you're going to be getting into selling, brother, then you're going to need papers. If you're just going to get into breeding, enjoying your dogs, living your life with your dogs, having fun with your dogs, the hell with papers. You know? You'll never need it. And honestly, brother, if you make we in a new day and time now, to where social media is getting to the point where you don't need papers, dog. Listen, if you get on social media, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, if you get on social media and you turn your dog to a well-known dog, a dog that's a household name, who gives a fuck about papers? That's Brother James's Rimrod, you know. Everybody know that dog. That's the dog that did this, so that's the dog that did that. We can clearly see a full-blooded pit bull, and I don't care what he off. I just want a dog off that famous dog that be on TV every day, or that dog that's on Facebook or Instagram. You know, we're in different times, fam. You know, where the dog is more important. It always been more important. But over the past 15 years, brothers try to make it to where the paper's more important than the dogs. But that social media is making to the point where the dogs, brother, we can make these dogs more important than the papers. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. You don't need papers, my brother. You know, and I'm going to say it like this. I got papers on my dog. But if I didn't have papers on my dogs, I would still love my dogs. I would still advertise them. I would still sell them. If you want them, you want them. If you don't, you don't. They don't got papers on them. You see what I'm working with? You know, it just is what it is. You know, you got millions and millions of people out here, you know, across this world. And you got to believe a few thousand that ain't going to buy your dogs because of some papers. You know, you got a whole bunch more that's going to buy them. Don't care about the papers. Now, you think brothers that do this protection work and all that stuff, them brothers don't be focused on dog papers like how the brothers that do these pit bulls do. The brothers that do the working dog stuff, they don't focus on papers. They focus on the dog and the qualities of the dog and the dog itself. If I'm getting a dog off this dog that's doing all this stuff, that's all that matters. I know this dog come off of him, that paper ain't shit. You know? But hey, man, it'll be a long, interesting voyage for anybody that want to start their own lineup far as going the old route, the 4 generations, the get your shit the 4 generations so you can get registered in some of these companies. Try CKC. They got all kind of companies, man, that will register you for the first time. You just gotta send a picture of your dog to make sure your dog is what you say it is. You know, so just do a little research, man, and a little looking around. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all looking for dog training in the Horry, Georgetown, Charleston area of South Carolina. And even, I'm telling you the honest truth, if you're looking for dog training throughout South Carolina, North Carolina, or Georgia, holler at my man Blueprint Kennels. You can holler at me too, but right now I got my hands a little bit. I can't move like I need to move. So holler at my man Blueprint, and he'll tell you if he can move. He might not can't move right now either, but hit him up. Blueprint Kennel on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Brother have a YouTube channel. If he ain't got one, he'll have one soon. Hit the brother up. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, Alberto. It is what it is, my brothers. Oh yeah, man. The Pitbull brothers have become paper crazy because the dollar value has came into this thing. I'm not gonna lie about it. The dollar was brought into the Pitbull game. Now they paper crazy. Brothers will walk past great looking dogs if the dogs ain't registered the way they want to be. I mean, this dog had a perfect physique, great looking dog, and that brother in his heart he know that's a good looking dog. But he'll walk past it if it ain't bred the way he want it to be bred. And I gotta even, say myself, I may do that sometime. May not show the dog as much interest because I don't like the way he's bred. But that's a bad habit we all gotta get out. We all gotta get out of that if we looking to find the best dogs in this breed. We gotta get out of that. That paper, following that paper trail, it ain't gonna lead you nowhere. Sometimes it won't. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it won't. Yes, sir. You see that thing the boys got on that Facebook channel or one of them channels where they got the papers and they got the dog collar around the papers and the papers just laying in the yard on the chain? That's what the papers can do for you, man. At the end of the day, can't do nothing for you besides a sale. Making a brother feel secure because he getting these dogs saying they off this on sale. Other than that, hell with them papers, man. That's why I can't tell you what them dogs I got from Mr. Claude Puckett was off of. And certain dogs that I got from the 90s was off of because we know we had papers on them. We just didn't do no research on them. We just took them straight to where they were supposed to be took to back then. To the yard, getting them right, or to that square. I got some from Crossroads, came down off Lock and Load. They came down off Crossroads, Lock and Load. We got 2 males off Lock and Load. I remember this clear as day. Before we can get to the house, we pulled over at my homeboy house and let them bad boys romp. 2 brothers. I had one, my homeboy had one. Mine was brown with a black mask, and his was red nose, like a red nose cow patch colors, And it was coming down off the Lock and Load and Pee Wee stuff. I can't remember. It had to been a Pee Wee daughter. A daughter of Pee Wee, which was the Mayday stuff on the bottom, and then Lock and Load on the top. And his was cow patch red, and mine was brown. Skinny type dogs, all right looking dogs. But man, we stopped at my homeboy house on the way in, let them bad boys go. It wasn't nothing stupendous or crazy or nothing like that. It was bullshit, really. Bullshit. Nothing we could take out there and win no bread off of. But big salute to Blueprint again, man. Blueprint. I'm about to lay that training game down, man. I'm about to get back tight on my training stuff too, well, my brother. I'm just trying to get these litters out the way, get Mellow Yellow litter out the way, and I got to get back tight onto my training stuff and start bringing some old clients in on that training stuff, man. I just got to get these puppies rolling. Yes, sir. Big salute to you. Big salute to you, R.A. Nixon. Yes, sir. Now, Ari Nixon said without papers, somebody could tell you anything, and you exactly right. You know, you're exactly right. But a lot of them old schoolers, you know, we didn't have now when the brothers came up with their little notebooks and the writings and all that, we could have easily said, man, is this coming off this? Is this coming off that? They lying, they lying. But when you listen to these brothers talk and you hear the passion in their voice, and you know, you know, I mean, he's writing it in a little notebook or whatever, and you accept that. You know, you was cool with that. I mean, like it wasn't the trust issue wasn't like it is now. You know, you didn't think a brother was trying to shit you the way he trying to shit you now. Back then, if you go get a dog and a man say he off a Jeep, you know, he could be just lying to you. But you know, if an older school dog brother would have told you that, 9 times out of 10, it was coming off that stuff. You know? You know, you really can't trust the way you could trust back then compared to now. You know, because of the money have been added into the game. With that money being added to the game, you really got to be on point. You really got to watch your P's and Q's, make sure all your I's and T's cross, you know, and dotted when it comes to the modern day dog game because there's so much money involved. You know, this is $1 million, $1 billion industry. You know, a lot of bread involved. I'm talking about all dogs, pit bulls, bullies, pocket pits. The whole bull breed in general is $1 billion industry. You know, so you got to watch brothers with the pocket pits and all that type of stuff. These brothers will shit you, man, give you something that ain't worth nothing. You think you get a $10,000, $15,000 dog, your dog worth 500 or 250 or something. You know, plus a bunch of health problems. So you really got to be careful, man. You know what I'm saying? Really got to be careful and just pay attention to what you're getting. And just do your thing when you get it, man. Take pride in your own stock. Hell yeah, man. If that joker good, forget them papers, man. You know, if you like that dog, forget them papers, because them papers ain't gonna save your life. If that dog is a dog that, you know, may be in a position to save your life one day, you know. Now, this is what I'm saying, right? Because we done talked about this before. None of these dogs really are bred to be protection dogs. All our game dogs, right? Now, my brother, these dogs are pit bulls, though, right? Pit bull's supposed to be a pretty mean dog. You know, he's not supposed to be a punk. When I say mean, I mean he's supposed to be a tough dog. So, you know, a lot of these pit bulls will let you get your ass kicked. You know, them papers, you know, ain't gonna sit there and make that dog protect you. You know what I'm saying? Get the dog that you like. Get the dog that likes you. You know, see if that dog feeling you, and if y'all feeling each other, rock with that dog, man. Take him home to the family. If your kids like him, if he seems like he's gonna be a good addition to the family, make sure your wife can handle him. Because we're gonna talk about that as well on one of the videos that I got coming up. I'm doing a review on something, you know, and we're gonna look at how a couple handles a pit bull that they getting the brother Caesar Milian to work. You know, we're gonna do a review on that video. Make sure everybody in the family is secure with the dog and happy with the dog, not just you. You know, because if you just happy and everybody else scared of the dog or the dog acting funny with this, it's not gonna work. You know, make sure everybody around you straight. Enjoy your dogs. Take care of them dogs, man. That's all it is to it. You know, that's all it is to it. Heck no, Legion Fear. Man, listen here, man. If you rely on papers to have a great dog, you'll be looking till you go to your casket. I promise you that shit. If you rely on them little papers we hand you to have a great dog, you'll never find them. The boys say you find a great dog where they find them at, but they ain't finding it in the papers. They ain't never tell you that. You know, you gonna find them at the papers. Wherever you find that paper at that say this, that's where you gonna find your great dog. No, you find your great dog where your great dog at. And most of the time, he ain't with no papers that he out there on the chain or out there in that cage or wherever in that kennel crate or wherever he at. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir, man. Hey, brothers, the brothers probably had more champions without papers than they had champions with papers throughout dog history. I'm talking about, you know, dog history. I'm willing to bet you brothers had more champions without papers. A lot of the ones that we got papers on today didn't have papers on them. Them brothers went up the patio with a notebook. Went up the patio with a notebook and write it all out. You know? Just different day and times. I'm quite sure she wouldn't do that in nowadays time, boy. You can't trust nothing nowadays when it come to a dollar and a dog and making a sale. Oh, yeah. R.A. Nixon said he got 2 bitches without papers, but you trust who you get them from. And that's 100% R.A. Because you don't think I'm going to take a big giant dog with no papers from the source? I see these boys every day. I work with these boys. You know, we climb and throw shingles together. You don't think, and the boys say, yo, go get that dog right there off of so-and-so. No papers, I'm going to take him. You fucking right, I'm going to take him. Because I know what he coming off of, R.A., just like you talking about, dog. You know? And at the end of the day, I may not can sell no puppies off of him, but I like him. He my dog. I know I like him. I know I got him. And he'll stay back there till I'm tired and he'll get old and gray. You know? And if I gotta breed them, because I want puppies off of them, I will. If you know, it just is what it is. How many of y'all brothers will take dogs off a buck right now, knowing he ain't had no papers? You know, would you start your line off or would you get a puppy off buck right now if he didn't have any papers? You should be saying you're damn right. You know, that's what you should be saying. But, you know, everybody got their own preference, man. Everybody do their own thing. Some brothers in it for the sale thing. Some brothers in it for the bulldog thing. You know, just everybody got their own preference, man. That's all I can say about that. King Lone Swipe, man. What we gonna do with him, man? What we gonna do with him? Salute to the whole California, man. All my folk from one side to my Northern California brothers to my Southern California brothers. You know, salute to you. Ain't nothing happening, King Lone Swipe, man. We just talking a little bit of pedigrees and dog talk and just kicking the shit, man, up under the tree today. You know, up under the tree drinking a beer. I don't drinking me a virtual beer. You know what I'm saying? A virtual beer. Just sit here kicking the shit, man. That's about it. You know? Yes, sir, man. I want to thank everybody for rocking with the Bay tonight, man. You know, everybody for rocking with me tonight. We're going to close this thing off on a 2-hour mark, man. We an hour and 58 in. We're going to close this thing on a 2-hour mark. I got to send my shout outs. Trevor. Salute to your fam. Appreciate you dropping in tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Just a great dog, big homie. Just a great dog. And we probably hear a lot of great stuff about him in the future. Or about his offspring in the future, rather. You know what I'm saying? King Lone Swipe, dog. Better late than never. Appreciate you dropping in, dog. City boys, all y'all fam. You know, Mr. 216, Legion Fury 13, you know, what would I be without you, big homie? Salute to you, Robert Tootle, man. Appreciate you, big homie. You know, Roger Bradford, you know. Salute to you, fam. Appreciate you dropping tonight. Let me read your comment you said, dog. How you bred Mellow Yellow? Forgive me if I spell the name wrong. How I bred Mellow Yellow? Mellow Yellow mama is off Jocko and Yellow Girl. Okay. Mellow Yellow mama is off Jocko and Yellow Girl. Jocko, now I had Jocko. If you remember my dog stories when I tell you I had the back end assassin where she finished, three dog ran one day and she was taking all of them out. Well, that was Jocko, little mate sister. You know, that was Jocko's little mate sister. Okay. Mellow Yellow's mama come off of Jocko and Yellow Girl. Mellow Yellow's daddy is Hacksaw. Hacksaw comes off of Buddy and Ronda Rousey. Buddy comes off of Crazy Eyes Jr. And I have to look at the ped. You know, I have to really look at the ped and call the name out. But he comes off Crazy Eyes Jr. Now, I didn't have, no matter of fact, I had Crazy Eyes Jr., not little mate brother, but a dog bred the same way he was. I want to say Crazy Eyes Jr. is Crazy Eyes and Shakur. You know, so if it's Crazy Eyes and Shakur, then I had the same exact Basically, bro, all red boy Jocko. Basically, all red boy Jocko, walk him on top and bottom. You know, going straight back to Mr. Chavis, Yellow John, all Mayfield dogs on the bottom side. Dogs coming down off the Mayfield stuff. But yeah, that's how she bred, man. Me and the old man did it ourselves. The last dog that me and the old man bred ourselves before they lost their dogs. You know, the first time that we bred that particular stud on his yard, you know, that was the first time that the dog was bred and the last time because he got seized before he could breed anything else. Luckily, Mellow Yellow them was born. They had 5 dogs off that litter. Mellow Yellow them had. Only 4 of them living. You know, only 4 of them living. Mellow Yellow, Fletcher. They got a brother, which is a red color dog, like JD them color, like Macho Buck color. And she got another buckskin sister off that litter. And that's the last of the Mohicans from the source. You know, from the source. And the old man is a true dog man. True dog man. The old man had just had surgery. You know, wasn't supposed to be, he had back surgery, you know, when you start moving certain ways and you start pulling them nerves and all that stuff. Anyway, he had back surgery. Wasn't supposed to be out there messing with no dogs. But it's that dog man mentality. that is, you know, something about them dogs that brothers just can't stay away from. Out there trying to help me stick the dogs together. He ain't supposed to be bending over on none of that type of stuff. You know, Sonny say, Daddy, get up from down there like that. You know, the last breeding, me and the old man did. It was actually the first breeding that me and him did outside of me breeding my dogs to him, but it's just the last breeding that he did, rather. You know? Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, man. Big salute to everybody that rock with the Bay tonight, man. Y'all hit that like button up. Y'all hit that subscribe button up if you haven't subscribed to the channel. We just gonna try to keep giving it to you. More content every day, making it better and better one way or another. I don't want you to get bored. I don't want you to get tired of the same old stuff. Try to give you something different, man. You know, try to give you something different. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Y'all stay legal out there. And remember, AQ Harry, salute to you. My brother, salute to you. You know, top 5 male puppies. AQ Harry say top 5 male puppies. I ain't sure what y'all talking about. I'm jumping in y'all conversation. Yes, sir, man. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Y'all stay legal out there. I appreciate y'all rocking with the Bay tonight from Facebook to YouTube, Instagram to X. You know, y'all stay safe, man. PBK.